Hi again, everybody. We're at Old Burdick's Bar and Grill in Wings West here for the Bronco Coaches Show, and we got a jam-packed show for you today. We got any Broncos in the house here? Let me hear you. All right. Hey, yeah, we got some Broncos in the house. And everybody's healthy. Right, Coach Frischweiler?
Right.
Yeah, right. Robin Hook, he's Pat Frischweiler, head coach of the Bronco hockey team, here to talk about Western Michigan hockey and what a year it's been, Coach. 23 wins now for this team. Still have 4 games left in the regular season plus the postseason. Came back from Arizona State, and Coach, it was, I think, the guttiest performance I've seen in a long time until I watched the women's basketball game last night, because they were going through the same thing that you guys were, the flu bug going through the team. But your guys gutted it out and won a huge game against the second place team chasing you in the standings.
Massive win for us. Obviously, we wanted 4 points when we went down there. I thought we played a fantastic game on Friday night. Came out on the wrong end of the score, but we're process-driven. We knew we played well, and we wanted to repeat that performance on Saturday. And then guys just started dropping like flies. We're 4 guys short in the lineup. Our goalie's sick, but he just, everybody just decided to give everything they had, and we were able to find the win. It was pretty impressive performance.
Really impressive. You played Friday night. That was a great game. It was back and forth. They would get the lead. You would tie it up. Got to be late in the game. You pulled your goalie, needing a goal to tie, and they were able to score on a face-off play, a puck that rolled 180 feet into the net.
Yeah, unusual play. I've never seen anything like that. Obviously, we should have been slightly better in our positioning there, but the guy shoots it down the ice. There's a little luck, there's a little skill, but they were saying their prayers, eating their vitamins that day, and they got the win.
So they won that game. You came back the next night, and again, you're battling from behind, and each time you were able to tie things up, and you got it to overtime, and 3-on-3 overtime is pretty exciting, folks. If you've never had a chance to see it, it's up and down, and it's a game of regrouping. And they had the puck in the offensive end after Hampton Slukinski made 3 huge saves in the overtime that triggered the go-ahead game-winning goal.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I thought we had the first few looks in overtime. Alex Bump had a couple great looks there, and then they came down, put a little pressure on us. Hampton, as you said, was equal to the task, and then a big-time play by our captain. It's man-on-man, so you have to stop your guy, and there's no one to help, and there's only 3 guys on the ice, and their guy tried to cut back. Tim Washy put him on the ground. Eero Hakkarainen wins a battle, goes down in a breakaway, and finishes it like a pro.
He sure did. He took it the length after taking the puck and did a little forehand, backhand, top shelf. Big Sully in front of the Arizona State student section by the boys.
I mean, it's worth celebrating. It was a huge win, and our guys recognize that, and it puts us one step closer to our final goal here.
Yeah, we're talking about that here in a minute. Broncos picked up 2 huge points in the standings, your 23rd win, and you won some overtime games this year. And quite often, Tim Washy's been on the ice when you won it.
Yeah, he's probably telling me I should have put him on there more last year. So he's a great defensive player, but there's lots of offense in there as well, and he's very determined. And when he knows when the game's on the line, he's going to dig in. And just that will to compete, I think, is a big reason for his success.
Coach Alex Bump was phenomenal again. Here's the guy, Alex Bump, that is tied for the team lead in goals scored in conference play this year. He had a phenomenal weekend against Arizona State. The stat sheet might not show it, but that guy put on a show.
Yeah, we work on process and what does it look like. And we had Alex Bump for 17 grade A chances. Those are things that should have created goals. And he came away with one goal, 1 assist, but his play was dominating. I thought he was the best guy on the ice both nights.
Owen Michaels played hurt. He came back in the game after getting some stitches. You had guys that were on IVs. Your goalie, Zach Nearing. I mean, these guys got on the bus after the game. They looked like ghosts.
Yeah, it was a mass unit, no doubt, and we certainly didn't look any better the next day coming home in the airport. There were some white faces and some thin-looking guys on there, but a lot of guys lost a lot of weight this week. They've got it back. I think we're running a fairly healthy team into this weekend against a real good opponent in North Dakota.
Playing North Dakota, here's a team that won the Penrose Cup against when the Broncos were playing them a year ago. You have a chance to return that favor when you play them Friday night, tomorrow night at Lawson Arena, 7 o'clock face-off. Win in regulation for 3 points gives Western Michigan a share of the Penrose Cup, which is the regular season championship in the NCAC.
Yeah, they don't really hand out co-champions. You're a champion, we get 3 points, and that's what we'll be known as. And we plan on getting more than that for the rest of the season, but we get 3 points tomorrow night, we're champions.
Yeah, and there'll be a selling out there if they can make it happen. Never happened before in the history of Western Michigan hockey, coach. Never has a Bronco hockey team won a regular season title in the old CCHA or now in the NCAC.
Yeah, last 4 years, a lot of firsts for this program, Robin, and we're proud of every single one of them. And obviously, we're on the verge of maybe the biggest first in program history, but we're not going to be satisfied with this. We want to make sure we get those points, secure the Penrose Cup, and make sure that we're playing great hockey as we move forward.
Yeah, hopefully a lot of celebrations after this one should have come about on Friday night. So get your tickets. There's room for you. The students are gone, so get online and buy tickets. A lot of extra seats because they're all in Cancun.
Well, I'm sure, I hope they are enjoying their break and getting recharged for the, after spring break. But this team will be focused and ready, and, our break will come after the season.
All right, playing North Dakota, coach, a really good team. They probably are playing their best hockey of the season right now.
Well, they're fighting for home ice, and the Desperate team is a good team, and they're as talented as anyone in the country, honestly, up front, especially. Their forward group is absolutely loaded. First-round draft pick in Sasha Boyvera, great-looking freshman, hyper dangerous up and down their top 3 lines. They gave us everything we can handle up there. We came out with 2 wins, but they will be hotly contested contest this weekend.
Coach, you got 2 of your veterans here tonight, Cam Knubel and Mateo Costantini. We're going to talk to them next, but 2 valuable guys. Mateo centering that line with Alex Bump, getting him the puck, helping him score, and then Owen Michaels. Your 2 top goal scorers flank Mateo Costantini.
Well, lots of that is due to the work that Mateo puts in, there's no doubt. His speed, his tenacity, his work ethic, drive that line in lots of ways and allows Alex Bump's skill to really shine. And he's been a big piece of success of that line. And of course, Cam has driven his line and carried his line with leadership all season long and lots of quality of play. I think he's got a career high in goals and points this year. And both those guys are our leadership core. They both wear letters for us. They have driven this team forward and pulled them forward with their will.
Yeah, and they've led a group of young guys, in particular some freshmen. Coach, you have 5 freshmen, and they've combined for 27 goals and 44 assists. That's 71 points out of 5 freshmen. Those are ridiculous numbers out of first-year players in the NCAC.
No, we knew we had a good class coming in, and don't forget, Hampton Sukinski back there. He's been a star as a freshman in goal, and we returned, and it's a weird stat, but the second lowest goals returning in the country, and that's usually not a good sign for a hockey team. But what that means is opportunity. What that means is we're going to need to lean on our young players to produce, and we have 16 new players on this team this year, and the way they've come together, the way they've gelled, the way they've cared about each other and really put the team first all year has been super impressive.
All right, as we wrap it up, what kind of series can you expect with this North Dakota team Friday and Saturday in Lawson?
Well, you're going to see a competitive series. You're going to see a fast series. You're going to see high quality hockey with lots of future NHL players in it. So if you want to see some great hockey, come on out to Lawson Arena this weekend.
Coach Pat Firstweiler, Coach, congratulations on a phenomenal season so far. Keep it going, and let's get that cup this weekend.
Will do. Thanks, Robin.
Pat Firstweiler with us on the Bronco Coaches Show. We're at Old Burdick's Bar and Grill at Wings West. We're coming right back with Mateo Costantini and Cam Knubel of the Bronco hockey team. Also tonight, men's basketball, women's basketball. We're loaded with lots of great student athletes that are going to talk with us. And we'll be right back after this time out. You're on the Bronco Coaches Show.
Burdick's has burgers, not burgers, burgers. All natural, honest to bigness, bona fide, aged steak, beef, burgers. Or chickpea. And Burdick's has beer, not beer, beer. Whether it's winning the big game or winning at life, it all happens right here at Old Burdick's.
Hi, I'm Jim Vandenberg. If you've been driving around, you've noticed empty lots and no new cars. We understand how frustrating this can be. That's why we've done the legwork for you. We're getting in CPO shipments from coast to coast to bring you the best late model vehicles with certified warranties. Don't get taken advantage of with markups on new and used cars. We make sure you get the best value for your car buying dollar. Maple Hill Auto Group, for value like no other.
Robin Hook back with you on the Bronco Coaches Show. We're at Old Burdick's Bar and Grill, Wings West, down in Texas Township, just off 9th Street. And here to talk with two outstanding veteran hockey players on this first place Western Michigan hockey team who has a chance to win a conference championship this year. Matteo Costantini with us, Cam Knubel, and Matteo, we'll start with you. Chance to clinch the regular season title against your old team, North Dakota. That's got to be pretty cool for you.
Yeah, 100%. I think we're taking every weekend the same. Here to get 2 wins, and that's something we preach all week of practice is consistency and bringing your best effort every day. So that's what we're going to do this weekend, and that's the plan. So.
Yeah, it was last year in North Dakota late in the season when they wrapped up the Penrose Cup playing Western Michigan. So you can return the favor this year to them.
Yeah, 100%. That's the plan. That's what we're planning to do.
Matteo, let's talk about that game last Saturday night. That was an incredible accomplishment by this team that definitely was not playing at 100% physically. Yet you found a way on a far away road trip, as far as you guys travel, against a really good hockey team in a hostile environment. It was hostile in there with over 5,000 fans. You didn't get the one on Friday, but you battled through all the illness on Saturday and got the biggest win of the season.
Yeah, I think it goes to show how resilient of a group we have this year, and it's a testimony from coaches all the way down to everybody, freshmen, sophomores. Everyone's bought in, and it shows even when numbers are low, next man up mentality, and we got the job done, which was nice.
How about the feeling when Nero got that puck and Tim Washington made a great play on defense and got the puck, and Euro goes down the ice, does a forehand, backhand shelf over there. That was a pretty good feeling, and a great seller. You guys went right to their student section.
Yeah, that one felt good. That was pretty cool watching that from the bench, so it was nice.
No doubt. And what was the locker room like after that?
The boys were pretty. It was pretty electric. Boys were pretty banged up and kind of going through the flu bug a little bit. It was cool seeing us get that done, and kind of adds to the resiliency of the group. And it was a lot of fun. The locker room was pretty rowdy.
All right, you've had an outstanding season. They moved you there between Alex Pump and Owen Michaels, and you guys really took off there it was about December when you guys got together in that line and really took off, and now you got 2 great scorers on your wings, and you're getting them the puck, and they're doing their job.
Yeah, I think they make my life pretty easy out there. I kind of just try to get them the puck and move my feet, create space, and try to help out as well offensively. But no, they're 2 great players, and it's a lot of fun getting to play with them. So. Well,
you're getting your points too. You got 5 goals and 12 assists, but that role as a center is to set those guys up as much as you can as they go to the net.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we always preach interchangeable parts as well, and those guys are really good defensively, which also makes my life a lot easier in the D zone.
You guys have been top 5 in the country in scoring, and we didn't know who was going to score goals on this team after last year's departure of such a great scoring senior group. And here we go again. You find ways to score, and you're right up there among the leaders in scoring.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Broncos are always going to score. We do a great job of kind of the system that Furch has in place to set us up to produce on a daily basis. And the boys put a lot of work into at the end of practices on touching on stuff that they need to work on. And if you ever stay after practice, you see all the boys are out there working on stuff, trying to get better. So that definitely translates to the ice for sure.
Well, freshman recruiting is a big part of college hockey, but the transfer portal is too, and you're a good advertiser for that, this transfer portal thing. And Western Michigan in hockey, and really other sports too, but hockey in particular has become a destination for guys that want to better their game here at Western Michigan because it's happening right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, I can't say enough of what these coaches, Coach Firsch, Hertz, JJ, Brownie have done for my game and helped my game grow and kind of take the steps in the right direction. And it's been really cool, and it's been a lot of fun to be a part of, and I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah, and some of you guys are leaving, so they're going to have to replenish the troops here, and they're standing in line ready to get in the portal to try to get to Western Michigan.
Yeah, I don't think there's ever a rebuild at Western. I think it's just a reload. So
Good stuff. Mateo, congrats. What would it mean to you to win a league title here this season in Western Michigan?
yeah, I think to be a part of something that's never been done before is pretty special. So it would mean everything to us. That's for sure.
Throw that over to Cam. Let's talk to Cam Knuble. This poor guy didn't make it his Saturday's game. He was back at the hotel doing what you do when you got the bug.
Yeah, that's right. It was a tough one Saturday. I was glad to see the fellas get a win there, but sucks not being a part of it.
Were you able to watch it at all, or did you listen to the voice of the Broncos, or how did you follow along?
Yep, of course. Watched every second of that game.
Good stuff. And you weren't alone. There were several guys back at the hotel that didn't make it to the game on Saturday, and a couple of them didn't make it on Friday. And, you know, that happens, but the resilience of your team came to come through and get that victory. That was a huge win, and some guys maybe didn't have it quite as bad as you did, but they were still out there grinding.
Yeah, it's great to see. I'm sure the coaches have to be very happy with that. I think it really shows the depth and the strength of our team this year.
You know, we talked with Mateo about the offense of this team, but really the story of this year's Western Michigan hockey team isn't the offense, because that's usually there. It's the team defense. It's been incredible. You've been top 4 or 5 all season long in goals against. It's ridiculous. Under 2 all year long.
Yeah, guys are very bought in right now defensively, playing responsibly, especially on the D end. And then when it comes down to it, we know we have 2 phenomenal goalies that will bail us out.
Yeah, and the special teams have been outstanding. The penalty kill, the guys that are on that unit, goodness, it went 42 straight penalty kills without giving up a goal until that last home series against Omaha.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Great to see a stat like that. And something we talk about in penalty kill a lot is your goalie has to be your best penalty killer. And we've been getting that all year.
Cam's a big part of this team, a leadership role, and playing center, and faceoffs are a huge part of the game. Tim Washy's one of the best. Mateo's really good at it. And so is Cam Knuble, and that's why Western Michigan is one of the top face-off teams in the country, and that's a huge underlooked stat, really, isn't it, Cam?
Yeah, our centers guys, Timmy, Mateo, even Grant Slukinski, all phenomenal in the dot this year.
How do you like playing center? I mean, you've played just about everywhere here since you've been a Bronco.
Yeah.
You played left D, right D, right wing, left wing. I don't think you've suited up in goal yet. But
I know.
That's kind of fun when you get to play all the different positions over your time here.
Yeah, I've loved playing every position. Makes hockey fun. It's different every day. This week in practice, I was playing D a little bit. Keeps it interesting. Yeah, it's great. No complaints.
Well, this guy, he's got a familiar name, Knuble. He grew up in a hockey family. Of course, your dad was a pro for 11, 12 years, a great pro too, and your brother's doing great things at Notre Dame. What's it like growing up in an NHL household?
We were moving around a lot, that's for sure, but it was really fun. I loved those days when I didn't have school and I got to go in to the rink with my dad. I'll always remember those.
Great times, and little brother learned how to play the game from you?
Yeah, I taught him everything he knows.
He's lighting it up for Notre Dame, having a really good season. Well, North Dakota coming up. Cam, you've been around here for a long time. You guys have had a lot of success. I mean, wow. You've been to 3 straight NCAA tournaments, Cam. That's never been done here before. And you've been a part of all of those teams. And now you have a chance to do something that's never been done here. That's win a conference championship regular season title. Never did it in all those years in the CCHA, and have yet to do it in the NCHC, but that's going to come to an end hopefully very soon, maybe even Friday night.
Yeah, we're really excited going into this weekend. Most important game of the year is this Friday, and right after that it's Saturday. It's a nice bonus if we can win the conference championship, but we're focused on just getting those 6 points.
All right, and you're kind of wrapping things up. What's next for Cam Canubo?
Not sure yet. Not sure. Hopefully find a 6th year of eligibility if Coach First can do anything.
Well, you never know. We might be able to make that happen. It's crazy. Now you got guys playing after 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll both be back next year. Who knows? Matteo Constantini and Cam Canubo of the soon-to-be NCHC regular season champion Western Michigan hockey team. Guys, phenomenal season so far. Congrats on that big win Saturday night at Arizona State. Good luck this weekend against North Dakota.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rob.
All right, we'll be back. We're going to talk some basketball next with some guys who are starting to get hot at just the right time. We'll talk hoops when we return to Old Burdick's Bar and Grill at Wings West on the Bronco Coaches Show after this timeout.
It all started with a war hero and wounded warrior. Sealy began on Portage Road in Kalamazoo in 1963. A lot has happened since then, and a lot has changed. But at Sealy, the more things changed, the more they stayed the same. Trust, customer service, and community. These are the qualities that made Sealy then and what Sealy represents today. Celebrating over 60 years of serving our community and customers with excellence.
Attention Bronco fans. Looking for a direct way to show your support? Meet Roy, the mobile app that lets you back your favorite college athletes. If knowing exactly where your money is going matters to you, now's your chance to make a difference. With Roy, you choose which athlete receives your support, helping keep your favorite players on the team. Download the Roy app today and join us in shaping the future of your athletic program. Roy is a proud partner of WMU Athletics and the Broncos Will Reign Collective.
Get a fresh view in Kalamazoo. Wander museums, catch a show, and see a classic or two. Unwind, open up, try something new. Bike around, make a splash, and explore nature's hue. Hit the trails, grab a bite, then relax with a brew. Be curious, get loud, there's so much to do. Find all this and more in Kalamazoo.
Robin Hook back with you at Old Burdick's Bar and Grill. We're at Old Burdick's out at Wings West, while Old Burdick's Bar and Grill downtown is under renovation. So same great food out here at Wings West, out in Texas Township, just off 9th Street. So come on down. We got a great crowd here tonight, and enjoy the great menu and drink items here at Old Burdick's Bar and Grill, proud partner of Western Michigan University Athletics. We're going to talk Western Michigan men's basketball right now with two veteran guys who are starting to peak at just the right time here as we get close to March Madness and postseason tournament time. The Broncos have won 3 of their last 4 games. They're coming off a big win on Tuesday night over a really good Ohio team, 82-73. Let's talk with Owen Lobsinger. And Owen, that was a huge win for your team. And now you've won 3 out of your last 4. You're right there in the mix for the MAC tournament.
Yeah, like you said, we're getting hot at the right time. You know, we wanted to bounce back. That Central game left a really sour taste in our mouth for the past 2 days. So going into that Ohio game, we knew we had something to prove. Like that Central game was not us. That was not our best performance. So we knew that this Ohio game was big for us and for the fans, knowing that, you know, we had a good crowd Saturday, and we felt bad for the fans that had to watch that. So, yeah, it was a good bounce back win for us, for sure.
Really was. And I was really proud of you guys. You know, you could have gone the other way and just, you know, hey, this is not our year, that kind of thing. But no, you guys dug down, and you beat a really good team that beat you pretty good in the earlier meeting in Athens, Ohio. This Ohio team is loaded with offensive talent, and you shut them down. In particular, their leading scorer, who got 6 points and wasn't even a factor.
Yeah, that was a big emphasis for us in practice. You know, we wanted to switch 5 so that we could take away their best 3-point shooters and make it tough for them. So defensively, we were great. Our switches were super clean. Our talking and our communication was super clean. So that was a huge step for us in the right direction.
For those of you who may not know, basketball lingo, switching 5 means you could be guarding a guard at one time and a center, or the next time you could be a guard guarding a big, or a big guarding a little guy.
Yeah, that's right. You know, as a big, you know, we switch onto a guard. It's nice to know that we have help defense. And I imagine as a guard, it's nice when you get switched onto a big to know that, you know, you have help defense as well. So that's just a constant communication that we practice.
Yeah, and it helps when Chauncey's throwing stuff in there for 34, career high. That was outstanding. Chauncey, man, had some kind of night.
Yeah. Chauncey is just a pure hooper. You can put him out on the court with anybody. He's going to find a way to get buckets. He's going to find a way to make tough shots. You know, I was checking in the game, and he shot a step back 3 as the buzzer was going off. I knew it was going in. Like, he's just that type of player.
Owen's a Flint guy, and Chauncey's from Detroit. Flint, Detroit, they like their basketball.
Yeah, that's right. It's the way we grew up. Just everybody had a ball in their hands, so yeah.
Well, this guy has had a great career here at Western Michigan. Owen, one of the unsung hero roles for a basketball team is getting rebounds, and you're as good as it gets in this league, getting rebounds, and that's just hard work and just, you know, a demanding of yourself to go get that basketball, because there's 9 other guys trying to get it out there.
Yeah, we practice it every day. You know, if you're not willing to rebound, simply like you're just not gonna play here. That, you know, it's something like we literally do every day. We call it war drill. And it's war drill. It's super physical. It's super tough. So that's just something that you have to be willing to do. Is when the ball comes off the rim, go get it.
Now, you've had some double-doubles, double scoring in points, double-figure rebounds, and 2 guys had double-doubles the other night in that Ohio, and Javon Hanna at the guard spot had a double-double. I think it was his first 10-rebound game, and of course Donovan Williams, he had another double-double. He's a double-double just about every night.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, as a big, you know, it makes our job a lot easier knowing that if we box our man out, that there's a good chance that as a team we're going to get the ball. There's not as much pressure on us to personally get the rebound, because we know that, you know, one of those guards can clean it up and get it as well.
Donovan's only here for 1 year. He transferred in from Pacific, but he's been a valuable addition to this team. Great leader, tremendous work ethic. Huh?
Yeah, he's been a great addition to this team. He's really stepped up these past probably month and a half. Really, ever since he came to the starting lineup, his game and his impact on the game has been huge. It's helped us in so many ways.
Well, like you said, man, you're getting hot right at the right time. You got Northern Illinois on the road. Here's a team that you beat earlier, but it was a battle. You beat them by 2 here, 72-70.
Yeah, we know that it's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be 40 minutes of tough basketball, and that's our mindset going in there. You know, don't look at the records. They're a good team. They have a lot of close losses, you know, that they could have went their way. So they play extremely hard. They're physical. They shoot the ball really well. So we got to go in there with the mindset that we're going to get a win.
Owen, you're wrapping things up. 4 years here in Western Michigan. It'd be nice to get to Cleveland and make some noise, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I want to leave on a high note. You know, I really think this team, we can do something special. You know, just our ability, like the way that we bounce back from tough games and adversity. It's special to me knowing that, you know, this is my last year, and I truly want to leave on a high note, and I think we can get it done.
I do too. Well, Owen Lobsinger, let's talk to Donovan Williams. And his tenure here at Western Michigan has not been a long one, but it's certainly been a productive one. He has been an outstanding addition to this team. He's a guard, pretty much a wing player that's been asked to move inside, and he's in there banging with the big fellas and getting the job done, Donovan.
Yeah, you know, I just had to adapt. I saw what we needed as a team and what coach was asking, and I just, you know, I brought that. So I'm just trying to fill the role that's needed.
How about that effort by the team on Tuesday night to beat a really good Ohio team? And, I mean, you're in a situation where there's not a lot of margin for error as you try to qualify for this 8-team tournament here in a couple of weeks in Cleveland, and you beat a really good basketball team. You beat them.
Yeah, you know, I think we're a really good basketball team. So, I mean, I don't think there's really anybody in the conference that we're scared of, that we don't think we're better than. So, yeah, it's definitely crunch time, and every game matters. But I think we're ready for anybody.
Coach Stevens really stresses defense, and you guys, man, you guys were hard to score on Tuesday night. You had those Ohio guys baffled.
Yeah, it starts with our backcourt. I think our point guard Chauncey does a great job of, you know, stopping the ball and harassing the point guard. And like you guys mentioned earlier, we switched 1 through 5, and our bigs did a great job of, you know, stopping the ball and guarding their guards. And it was just a whole team effort. And I think we did a great job and showed what we can do in the half court.
Donovan had a double-double, double-figure points, double-figure rebounds, along with Javon Hanna, and that's not easy to do now. And you got it done, and you've had a couple double-doubles this year.
Yeah, you know, I think just doing our best to limit teams to one shot. I think if teams are getting one shot and we're getting 3 or 4, it's going to be in our advantage every single time if we're getting 3 or 4 more possessions. So that's just what I try to focus on, is just getting my team extra possessions.
Yeah, and Chauncey had a really nice night, 34 points. I think he had 8 assists. You got to keep your head on a swivel when Chauncey's got the ball.
Yeah, for sure. You know, like Owen mentioned, he's just a hooper. He can score from all 3 levels. He can pass the ball really well, and he's the head of the snake. So, you know, we're gonna let him do his thing, and everybody else, you know, do their role.
Now Donovan, he's got a little perimeter game to him. You've hit some threes this year. You hit a couple of threes on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I think it's just a confidence thing. My game has been a roller coaster throughout my college career, but I feel like I'm really. It's unfortunate there's only a few games left, and I'm kind of, you know, finding my rhythm, but, you know, I'll take it.
He really is finding his rhythm, and that's another reason why this Western Michigan team, I think, has a chance. Donovan, you played first place Akron to their knees at their place. I mean, could have won that game. You defeated Miami here at home. They're in second place. You defeated Kent State by 30. You put 90 on Kent State. They're the third place team. You played Toledo early in the season. You beat Ohio, they're tied for 4th. You beat Ball State, they're in 5th. You beat Eastern Michigan, they're tied with you. You beat just about everybody in this league. There's no reason why Western Michigan can't go to Cleveland and win this whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, we preach that every day. I just know for a fact we're going to be the last team that anybody wants to play in Cleveland just because of all the weapons we have and how hard we play.
Well, Donovan, a lot of people don't know your background, but you were Mr. Basketball in the state of Nebraska. That's a pretty high accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like so long ago, but I definitely take that with me to the grave. It was a great accomplishment in high school, and I was, just thankful for the accomplishment.
Played in the Big 12 with Oklahoma State, and then went on to Pacific, and then finished up here at Western Michigan. And I know you've told this story before, but how did that all come about? You landed in Kalamazoo.
2 years I spent at 2 different schools, just trying to find, my way, find my rhythm, find a coaching staff that I know has confidence in me. And I did have a good 2 years at Pacific, but we just weren't winning as much as I wanted to or as much as I was used to at Oklahoma State. So, I just wanted to find a school where I felt like I could have a big impact as well as winning and have the opportunity to make it to the NCAA tournament. And I feel like Western was the best place for me.
All right, and that opportunity is still out there for you. You got to finish out this regular season strong, starting with a good Northern Illinois team. They're in last place, folks, but Broncos beat them by 2 earlier. They've been in just about every game they've played. They're a smaller team that really likes to run.
Yeah, it's going to definitely be a game of the guards for sure. I mean, they start 4 guards, we start 4 guards. It's going to be definitely a matchup of the guards, and we're going to be switching just like we did against Ohio. It's pretty much the same coverages as Ohio. So we're looking forward to the matchup. We're looking forward to defending in the half court, and I think we'll be in good hands.
Donovan Williams, Owen Lopsinger, thanks for coming out tonight, guys. We're going to talk more hoops here, I think, with Jake Stefanski and Brandon Moon, too, over there. So good luck this weekend against Northern Illinois. We'll see you back here on Tuesday against Kent State, all right?
Appreciate it, Robbie. Thank you.
All right, we'll be back with more, talk some more hoops with a couple more Broncos, and later on talk women's basketball with Coach Shane Clipthall and a couple of his student athletes. Right now, another timeout. Coming back to Old Verdict's Bar and Grill right after this.
How far do you have to go to find a great deal on a new Ford SUV?
Not too far.
How about a new Ford F-150?
Not too far.
How about for basic maintenance and service?
Not too far at all. With Dorrance Ford's mobile service, we'll come to you.
Nice.
Now's the time to buy because we're making room for the 2025 Fords and moving out the 24s. Come in now for the best selection. Dorrance Ford is proud to support Bronco Athletics. Shop Dorrance Ford.
Not too far for your next car.
Verdicts has burgers, not burgers. Burgers. All natural, honest to bigness, bona fide, aged steak, beef burgers. Or chickpea. And Verdicts has beer, not beer. Beer. Whether it's winning the big game or winning at life, it all happens right here at Old Verdicts.
Attention Bronco fans. Looking for a direct way to show your support? Meet Roy, the mobile app that lets you back your favorite college athletes. If knowing exactly where your money is going matters to you, now's your chance to make a difference. With Roy, you choose which athlete receives your support, helping keep your favorite players on the team. Download the Roy app today and join us in shaping the future of your athletic program. Roy is a proud partner of WMU Athletics and the Broncos Will Reign Collective.
Back to talk some more men's basketball with 3 dudes that are getting it done for the Broncos as they try and wrap up this MAC tournament spot and then go over to Cleveland and make some noise. We got Brandon Moontu here. We got Markai Strickland and Jack Stefanski of the Bronco men's basketball team. Let's start with Brandon Moontu. Start with the Canadian from Calgary.
Yes, sir.
Did you do any horseback riding out there in Calgary? That's rodeo territory, isn't it?
Yeah, most definitely. But nah, I wasn't really doing much of that.
Not doing much of that. He was too busy hooping and knocking down jump shots. This guy's got a sweet shot, sweet left-handed stroke. And I want to go back to that Akron game because this guy was on fire in the second half. And the Broncos were trying to knock off the MAC leader, Akron Zips. That was probably your best half of basketball since you've been here, Brandon. Man, things were going for you that night.
Yeah, I mean, it was just with the whole situation that happened with my foot, I think with my tooth, it kind of just boosted me up to kind of just go out there and hoop. So that's kind of what happened.
He got knocked in the mouth, lost a tooth, came back out and played his tail off.
Yeah. I mean, it's all part of the game, so just got to keep pushing.
Brandon came to Western Michigan last year, and last year didn't work out for either you or Markai. Man, you guys were sitting in your warm-ups all season long, except for the first 3 or 4 games, and injury bug hit you, and you had to watch. That had to be tough, sitting on the sidelines, not even able to help your team.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, we both competitors, and we both love this game so much. So it was definitely tough being on the sideline and not being able to go out there and play with our guys. But we learned so much from the sidelines and kind of just had to coach the guys from the sideline and seeing what was best for us to go out there and get as much wins as we can.
Well, except for that Central game, the last couple of weeks have been really productive for this team, Brandon. You've won 3 of your last 4. I don't think anybody wants to see Western Michigan in the MAC quarterfinals.
Yeah, I mean, sure, we just been sticking down to our staples, and it's starting to click. And we're not really, for us, we're not surprised because we've been doing this every day. For everybody else, it's a little bit different, but we're confident about what we got going on, and we're feeling good about it. So it's just a matter of time that the world gets to see that all together.
A lot of players have favorite spots on the floor where they like to shoot it. I'm guessing this guy likes the corner along the baseline on either side because you often find Brandon Moontu down there getting the basketball and knocking it down.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of our offense, getting to the corner and stuff. So a lot of my shots will come from there, but yeah.
He's hit a few from out on the floor, but they're in the corner. You can pretty much count it as money in the bank.
Yeah, most definitely. Something I've been working on for a while, so it just must have been right at this point.
Okay, you're from Western Canada. How'd you get into basketball?
Oh man, I don't even know where I can start. I mean, just growing up in the neighborhood, I'm really the first in my family to be playing basketball and everything. So just growing up with friends, and I had older guys that I looked up to growing up that kind of motivated me to keep playing and watching basketball, so I kind of just egged it on moving forward.
Yeah, and you made a few stops along the way before you ended up at Western Michigan. How did that all come about for you?
Man, just great relationships throughout the process. Came out down to America, for a post-grad year in Ohio. COVID happened, so I didn't automatically get to fulfill my Division I dreams right away. So I went to junior college. Did 3 years of that. Blessed with the whole COVID, I was able to play an extra year. And from being at Vincennes University and then transferring to Trident, having a Final Four during my times at Trident, and being JUCO All-American and everything. So it's been a blessing. Everything I've done throughout the way, so I'm grateful for it.
Well, the guys got to go to Cleveland last year. You got to go. You got to see what it's all about. You weren't playing because you were redshirting with the injury. But what would it mean to you to get an opportunity to play there with a chance if you could go over there and take 3 straight, go to the NCAA tournament? That would be pretty good way to wrap it up.
No, most definitely. I mean, it's a blessing. This is something that we've been talking about since the summertime. Where we're trying to get to is get to the tournament. So. Obviously, we got to get to the MAC tournament and take care of business there so that we can fulfill our dreams and get to the national tournament.
Brandon, thanks for coming out tonight. Hand that mic over there to Markai Strickland, the human highlight film. Markai Strickland. He's had some spectacular dunks. I can't tell you how fun it is for me to see you soaring to the basket and throwing it down, because I have a lot of fun calling those dunks, man.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, you know. It gets the team hyped.
He did a Michael Jordan the other night. I mean, he left not quite from the free throw line, but just inside the free throw line and hammered one. Did you, you had it in your mind to throw that one down, I'm guessing.
Yeah, coach in practice, he be getting on me about like laying the ball up and stuff when I'm wide open, so I just be trying to get up there as quick as possible. I really don't be thinking how far I am.
Well, to play here at Western Michigan, you got to play defense, and you've all bought into that. And I thought one of your best defensive performances this season, Markai, came against Ohio on Tuesday.
Yeah, we just locked into the game plan. We all starting to buy in more that defense is the key, and that's going to help us win games way more than anything else. Just stopping the other team and executing offensively.
You had to sit around last year after playing a handful of games, and that had to be agonizing. I'm guessing that's probably the first time you didn't get to play basketball.
Yeah, it was. It was new for me just sitting out for a whole year. So I just had to learn that my role changed to encouraging my teammates and making sure I brought energy. And I tried to do that the best that I could.
Well, here you have an opportunity now to ramp up your collegiate career, at least going to the MAC tournament, and who knows after that, you guys could get hot. You're hot right now. You're the hottest team going in the Mid-American Conference. Like I said, you played Akron to their knees on the road. You beat the second place Redhawks. You beat Kent State at their place. You beat Ohio. You beat Ball State. That's the top 5 or 6 teams in the league, and you beat them all.
Yeah, we just don't worry about our opponent or their record. We just lock into whatever coach has for us, and we just know that if we all lock in defensively, we can beat whoever.
All right, when you're going in a dunk, what's going through your mind?
It just depends if somebody's there, if I want to dunk on them, or which one I want to do.
Do you like one-handed dunks or two-handed dunks?
One-handed, I'm not gonna lie.
They're a little harder because you're jumping from farther away.
Yeah.
Well, keep doing it, man, because it's a lot of fun, and good luck the rest of the way, and let's get this thing to Cleveland, and who knows after that.
Yes, sir.
Markai Strickland with us. Pass that over to Jack Stefanski. Here's a guy that you got to have a Jack. Everybody needs a Jack Stefanski on their team, and this guy has embraced his role. The teammates love him. Works his butt off in practice, and you know, when he can get in there, he does his best. And Jack, wrapping it up here this season, and wow, it'd be great to go to Cleveland and maybe beyond that.
Exactly. I mean, since I came here at Western, Western's kind of looked at it a little differently, and now leaving here at Western 4 years later, it shows we're on the up and we're climbing, as Dan would always say. And, it's really exciting to see how Western has come from my first year to my senior year.
Now you're a West Michigan guy. You stayed on this side of the state and came to Western Michigan, and your teammates love you. You work hard in practice and try to make them better and take advantage of the minutes you get, and that's your role.
Exactly. I think I embrace that, and that's what I love to do, and that's why I love this team. This team does everything for me, and I'll do everything for them.
You know, you're on the bench kind of leading things from that side, and when the bench is fired up, that fires up the rest of the guys. I remember back to that Dayton game. You guys had Dayton on the run in the second half, and that bench was electrified, and you were leading that group.
Exactly. Someone's got to do it. And I think it's funny, DJ gets on us more than they do, than the guys on the court, to have some energy, because we don't have energy. We're the ones getting yelled at. So.
Yeah, you got to be careful though. Those officials might take a little. They might not like all that, but you got to be careful. But keep doing it, man, because I love it. I love it when the bench is active and firing up the troops. And Jack's not only a leader on the basketball team, he's a leader of this athletic department on the Student Athlete Advisory Committee as a leader in that group, and that's a great experience. Going to help you moving on.
Yes, sir. Exactly. I think I stepped in that role, and it was kind of scary at first, but now I've been doing it for about 3 or 4 months, and my co-president Mira helps me a lot, and it's just a lot of fun just connecting with student athletes from my freshman year to my senior year now, and all the relationships I built here.
What are some of the things you guys worked on that group?
Well, we did our annual can drive, which was for Central. We had versus our Saturday game when Central came here. We collected toilet paper. We have blanket making. We just try to give back to Kalamazoo community in any way we can, and just build relationships between student athletes and the faculty. That's what you want, and that's how you build better life relationships when you leave college.
Jack Stefanski, Markai Strickland, Brandon Moonton, we heard from Donovan Williams and Owen Lobsinger. Keep your eye on this Bronco men's basketball team. I think they're going to make some noise when they get to Cleveland. Good luck this weekend. Keep it going. We'll see you here next week. Go Broncos.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We're going to shift gears and talk women's hoops next. Shane Klipfeld, coach of the women, joins us next. We're at Old Burdick's Bar and Grill, Wings West. Coming right back after timeout.
Burdick's has burgers, not burgers. Burgers. All natural, honest to bigness, bona fide, aged steak, beef, burgers. Or chickpea. And Burdick's has beer, not beer. Beer. Whether it's winning the big game or winning at life, it all happens right here at Old Burdick's.
Get a fresh view in Kalamazoo. Wander museums, catch a show, and see a classic or two. Unwind, open up, try something new. Bike around, make a splash, and explore nature's hue. Hit the trails, grab a bite, then relax with a brew. Be curious, get loud. There's so much to do. Find all this and more in Kalamazoo.
Back at Old Burdick's Bar and Grill, Wings West. Bronco Coaches Show rolls along as we talk women's basketball now. They're coming off a big victory on Wednesday night over the Akron Zips. Got another home game coming up against league leader Ball State on Saturday, and we'll honor some seniors who will be playing their final game at University Arena with head coach Shane Klipfeld, veteran coach of the Bronco women's basketball program. And Coach, you had him going last night. My goodness, got off to a great start. Got a little touch and go there for a little bit in the late third and fourth quarter, but the team rallied back and got the job done. You won 77-66. That's a nice win over a good Akron team.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Robin. Weirdly, the best part of that game was, and you have to read between the lines, but was actually losing the big lead and then having to come back and respond to that, because I think it showed a lot about the character of the team that we have here, that it easily could have flipped when Akron took the lead late in the game on that, and we just refused to let that happen and responded with, I don't know if we missed a shot from that point on down the stretch. So to me, that was the best part of the game. I would prefer that we didn't do that, but I thought it was a great sign at the end of the game that it happened.
I was watching that game last night. Those ladies were knocking down threes, man, when it was needed there late in the game. And Coach, you've got some shooters on that team. Marina Senzio, how about her performance last night? Career high.
Yeah, she was in a different zone last night, and I can't remember her stats, but it'd be easier to count the ones she missed than not. So
24, I think, or 26.
26 points. 26. I just put the shooting percentage. I think it was like 9 for 12 or 10 for 13. It was crazy. It was number that you dream about doing someday. And she had some real timely ones in the fourth quarter when we were in that critical situation with the lead being in 2 points either direction, and hit some real timely bombs.
You get 26 from one player and 17 and 16 from two others. Pretty hard to lose when you get those kind of numbers.
It really is, and we had support around them too. And you know, that's something we've been missing when we've struggled to score. Obviously, is getting that balance. And if we can get 3 in double figures, and especially in any kind of a big number like that, and then get the bench support that we know we have and are capable of, this team can put enough points on the board to win. And our defense typically gives us an opportunity to do that.
Coach, that was a big one. I don't know if you're a standings watcher or not, but that puts you 2 games into the MAC tournament with 3 games to go.
Yeah, I'm not. I try not to be, but I was aware of our situation and quickly learned from sources that got to me quickly after the game some of the other results that really bolstered us winning that game too. But it was certainly a critical, you know, mathematically it was not a do or die, but it kind of felt like that to our team, I think. And I thought under that kind of the impression of the game, I thought it was a extraordinary response.
Yeah, and with what you got coming up, Coach, I don't know if you've looked at your schedule. I'm sure you have. You got Ball State on Saturday at home. They lead the league. Then you got to go to Ohio and to Buffalo. Those are the longest 2 trips in the MAC for the Broncos.
Yeah, not an enviable way to finish the season by any stretch, but the good thing is it's during spring break, so we're not going to have to travel to and come back and be in class the next day. So that's a bit of a silver lining. So we'll turn it into a 4-day trip from beginning to end, and try and manage the time the best we can with being in the hotel and trying to stay in some kind of a routine. But this group's pretty good, and we've actually been pretty good on the road, and we're going to need to continue that down the stretch.
Yeah, and you got through the sickness thing, and you also got through some injuries that plagued you early in the season, and now you're about as healthy as you've been all year, right?
Yeah, we are. That the sickness bug snuck up on us, and that was no fun for anybody. But it's just another lesson in the resiliency department for this group, who's had to manage so much adversity between injuries and season-ending injuries, and then honestly the ones that are even more of a nuisance are the injuries, and then coming back from an injury, and then sometimes the same person dealing with another injury or somebody different going out. So it's just been a bit of a balancing act to keep the rotation and the flow of how we're subbing and all that stuff that goes when you have so many different personnel changes. But this group has been troopers, and we're getting ourselves in a position to have a chance to get to Cleveland and still have a chance to win a championship.
Always a bit emotional on senior day when you say goodbye at home to your group of seniors. You've got a really good group. You got 2 of them here. Well, you got your whole team here, actually. But talk about your seniors.
Yeah, the team wanted to come listen to me talk today. I'm sure of it.
They can't get enough of you, right, ladies?
No, the team came out to support our 4 seniors. We have 2, we call them seniors with Megan and Hannah, and then 2 normal seniors with Maggie and Artemis. So kind of threw this together at the last minute and had as many people as were able to tonight to come out and show support for this dynamic group of 4 seniors who are going to be playing their last game on Saturday. And I promise you this group is going to do everything in their power to send this group out with a win at home, and it'd be a tall task against Ball State, but we're looking forward to it.
Well, good luck to you on Saturday. We're going to bring a couple of those seniors up. Congratulations on a big win last night, and get after the Cardinals, all right?
Thanks, Robin.
Shane Clipfeld, women's basketball head coach. We'll take one more break and come back and talk with Megan Wagner and Hannah Spitzley, who are playing their final game at University Arena Saturday against Ball State. We're at Old Burdick's Bar and Grill, coming back one more time after this timeout.
Burdick's has burgers, not burgers. Burgers. All natural, honest to bigness, bona fide, aged steak, beef burgers. or chickpea. And Verdicts has beer, not beer. Beer. Whether it's winning the big game or winning at life, it all happens right here at Old Verdicts.
Hi, I'm Jim Vandenberg. If you've been driving around, you've noticed empty lots and no new cars. We understand how frustrating this can be. That's why we've done the legwork for you. We're getting in CPO shipments from coast to coast to bring you the best late model vehicles with certified warranties. Don't get taken advantage of with markups on new and used cars. We make sure you get the best value for your car buying dollar. Maple Hill Auto Group, for value like no other.
Well, we saved the best for last. Two young ladies from the Western Michigan women's basketball team. We have Hannah Spitzley and Megan Wagner. 5th year for both of you guys, right? Wrapping up their career here at Western Michigan on Saturday. Let's first talk about that big win last night. Hannah, one of 3 Broncos in double figures. She had 17, Allie Carlson had 16, and Marina over there had 26. Wow, I was pretty confident there. You're up by, I don't know, 15 or so, and then kind of got away there a bit. But you guys dug in and got the job done.
Yeah, definitely got scared there in the 3rd quarter when it didn't go as planned, but yeah, it helps having so many threats on our team, and any night anyone can step up and have a big game, which is huge, and we just know how valuable each person is on our team. So it was really fun having everyone back, everyone fired on the same level there, so it was fun.
Marina got hot there from the start, and that lady can shoot the rock.
Yeah, every time she shoots it, I just kind of go back. I'll go back on defense. Like, I just know that's going in.
Well, it was pretty much the case last night, and then Allie Carlson started throwing in some rainbows, too.
Yeah, the 2 of them both had been sick with the little flu we had going around, and after the game I told them, I was like, you guys can get sick whenever as long as you're good for the game. Like, no need to practice, just play the game, and I wouldn't care if they did that again.
Yeah, I'm told they were in the training room hooked up to all kinds of tubes and stuff, getting fluids before that game so they could go, and it worked.
Yeah, if they need to do that every game day, like, that's fine with me.
Hannah, did you get a little worried there last night when the Akron made a little run at you?
Yeah, it wasn't ideal, obviously, but we had a few different huddles, different timeouts, where we just were talking to each other, and we're like, hey, we can get back to what we were doing the first half, just focus on our game plan, and we're going to be just fine. And obviously, we did that, which is great.
All right, you got to finish here with a little bit of a gauntlet. You play Ball State here, their first place on Saturday at 1 o'clock as you seniors are on it, and then you go to Ohio and to Buffalo.
Yeah, we're actually super excited about this game coming up on Saturday. We had given Ball State a really good fight our first time, and we know we match up well with them, and we know what we can bring to the court. So we're really excited to see if we can knock off the #1 team.
Well, you get 24, 17, and 16 and some depth scoring too. It's, wow, that's pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, how do you guard all that?
How do you guard all that? How do you guard the Broncos? You can't guard the Broncos, Ball State. You can't do it. All right, what's been the highlight of your career so far, Megan? 5 years, you've been to Cleveland a few times. What's been the highlight for you?
I mean, like, obviously any win is fun, but I think the highlight overall, everything was going to Europe last summer and just bringing regular life in with basketball and just realizing the different connections you make through it and the different paths everyone comes from, just to end up in the same place. It was really special. So I think that was the highlight, Europe.
Hannah Spitzley, wrapping it up, 5 years here at Western Michigan, and going to get a degree? Are you going to get a master's degree too?
No, so I graduated last spring
Okay.
with a bachelor's in science of exercise science, and then I'm doing a certificate program right now to stay eligible for basketball. But I start a doctorate of physical therapy program in June this summer at Western.
Wow.
So-
Doctor of Physical Therapy, and you've got a great physical therapy program here at Western Michigan. And so you're going to be around, huh?
Yeah, 5 years was not enough for me, so
Yeah.
I'm back for 2.5 more.
Outstanding. Well, we'll see you at some of the games, I'm sure,
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah, I'll be around.
Hannah Spitzley from Westphalia, Michigan. Where is Westphalia again? Remind us.
Okay, it's north of Lansing, like 30 minutes. So, like an hour and a half from Kalamazoo, it's not bad.
And your folks get to travel down and watch a lot of games?
Yeah, they come to as many games as they can. I'm one of 4 kids, so all played sports at the same time. They had 4 basketball players at one time. If you can imagine, they had games every night. But yeah, as much as they can, especially this senior year, they've been at as many games as they could be.
So are you the oldest or middle, or what are you?
I'm the second oldest.
Second
Yeah,
oldest.
my
okay.
older sister played at Grand Valley.
Okay.
And then 2 little brothers.
All right, so you taught them how to play, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Hannah Spitzley, thanks for coming out. Hand it over to Megan. Megan Wagner has been through a lot during her career from Western Michigan. I love your game, girl.
Thank you. Thank
This
you very
girl-
much.
This girl is tough as nails. I remember, weren't you wearing a face mask at one time because you got smacked in the nose?
Yeah, I think a couple games here and there throughout the career here.
Well, you're an outstanding player, and you're a big part of this team, and you're a big reason why you're in this situation. You've been a part of a lot of big wins here over your time, Megan.
Yeah, every year it seems like we are able to steal a few big ones late in the season, and that's exactly what we plan to do in the next week and a half. And we're really confident with the team that we have and our chemistry, and looking forward to ending the season strong.
What would you characterize your role? What does Coach Cliffel and the staff look for you when you're in the game?
Yeah, that's a great question. For me, my biggest role for this team is to bring defensive energy. There's a lot of small little details that I pride myself on doing on the court that don't necessarily get recorded in the stat sheet and after every game, but being a consistent defender, and whether that task is to be guarding 94 feet or one of their top scorers and trying to shut them down so that we can take the ball and score in transition and do what we do best.
Or bringing the ball up in full court pressures, you can do that too.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm not sure what your degree is in right now. We're going to find out here shortly, but you strike me as having that coaching gene in you. Is that something you might want to do?
I've definitely thought about it. I could see that later on in my career path, right? But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure what level yet.
Right, 5 years, that's a long time, and you're playing your final game at University Arena. That gets a little emotional for you guys.
It does. You know, Hannah and I have been here from the start. She was the first person to text me the day I committed. So Hannah's been here since my day one, and all these girls that are here too that I've been able to build such a strong relationship with. It's going to make this game really bittersweet, and getting the opportunity to share that with my family as well, who are going to come make the trip and support on Saturday.
How'd you get into basketball, Megan?
Oh, that's a good question. I remember playing one-on-one with my dad every single night after dinner. We had a basement that was unfinished from the time I was 4 or 5 years old, and every night I would ask him to play, beg him to play no matter how long he worked, and he'd never let me get away with the travel, so that kind of sparked my love. And then I have had so many good coaches throughout the year that have continued to build fire to that passion.
All right, and now you're going to get out of Western Michigan with a degree. What's been the highlight playing-wise for you here?
Ooh. Playing-wise, I think getting the opportunity to play in Europe, like Hannah said, and to experience the world through basketball. We've been able to take so many great trips throughout my 5 years here to Europe, California, Puerto Rico, Colorado, all across the world, and because of basketball, I've been able to have those opportunities and build stronger relationships with my friends. So I think that is more important than anything that we do on the court.
Outstanding. Enjoyed having you guys on the show tonight. You got your teammates over here. Let's hear for these two ladies up here right here. Spenceley, Megan Wagner. That's going to do it. Wow, marathon show. We got a lot of action coming up this weekend. We got the women wrapping up their regular season at home on Saturday at 1 o'clock against Ball State. And your Bronco hockey team playing for an NCHC regular season championship at the Penrose Cup Friday night, 7 o'clock, Saturday night at 6 o'clock. If you can't be on hand, tune in to 96.5, and we'll have it for you starting at 6:30 and 5:30 Friday and Saturday night. Let's hear it for the staff here at Old Burdicks. We'll be back here in a couple of weeks. Talk more Bronco sports. I'm Robin Hook. Thanks for watching. See you next time on the Bronco Coaches Show.